Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome to Friday the 13th. Yay! Of February. Amazing. Oh my God, a couple of days without seeing you guys. This yoga group has been so messy with the times. I'm doing a drop off today instead of tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Too many. Anyway, I don't like the disruption. And Mick was saying this morning about how time feels different. And it really made me think about the fact that Saturn rules time. He's the Lord of time. And he is at the very last degree of, well, actually, tomorrow morning, he gets to the very last degree of Pisces, 29:59. And that is at 8:30 a.m. And then he moves into Aries at 11:12 a.m. So this is Saturn, this is time going from somewhere that is boundaryless and ethereal and cognitive, subconscious, collective conscious. Like, just think of, like, again, the collective, and it's moving from this water place into fire. Into let's go. So if you feel like you've had a fire lit under your ass and you're like, it's time to do the things, then that's exactly where you should be. All right, so I mean, yesterday was a beautiful day. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you guys. I was just too busy. But Mercury also entered its shadow. Now, that was at 8 degrees of Pisces. Now, I think it's on the 30th of March. I will verify that later. That Mercury goes, no, 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 no. The North Node is at 8 degrees of Pisces, and Mercury and the North Node hang out for a couple of days because Mercury goes direct at 8 degrees of Pisces. So what we're doing from this point onwards, we're going to revisit, but it's very, very tied with the direction, the new direction that we're going. All right. So we're making ourselves, we're allowing ourselves to be led by the universe to this new path or this new experience. And again, it's the feeling we're being led. There might be a yearning, there might be a, even though I'm feeling uncomfortable, I'm going to go that way. So from now until, so that's like 6 weeks, which is about the right time. Just be aware of that. It's in Pisces, all right? Venus is also in Pisces, so we've got this heart mind sort of thing happening. All right, so you may feel quite ethereal, you may feel quite wishy-washy. If you don't have, a good Pisces placement, then you might not be feeling the love and empathy and acceptance. You might just be feeling the delusion, the escapism, the what the fuck is going on, so there's a couple of things that you could be experiencing, but that's okay. All right, so yesterday was the point of the story where the sun bursts through the clouds and it's like, I understand what I'm doing. All right, so, and the answer was always within you. All right, the answer is always within you. You can get hints and tips and tricks from other people. You can be helped by mentors, but ultimately your purpose and your path is inside you. You've just got to either stop and listen or allow yourself to be led. Okay, today, time to pull your big girl panties up, ladies, and get started. Basically, look, Mars, now we've been dealing with this planetary precession. Like, so once everything finally moved into, it was in Capricorn first, and then it all moved into Aquarius, then it's going to all move into Pisces. And we've been dealing with this since January the 10th. All right, so we've had a lot of congested energy, all like really focusing on the same area of life. So now Mars gets to finally offload. All right, I was talking about that in conjunct to the South Node. So here's Mars rushing up, behind all the planets, and he's like finally getting to offload something. Now that South Node can be somewhere where we just hang out, we're comfortable, we don't really want to sort of push ourselves at all, or it can be the empty cup, it can be the thing that drains us. It can be the bin or the reciprocal that we can like put that stuff in that we don't want to deal with that anymore. We're ready to go in that direction. So Mars does that today. And I mean, it has been really intense. So give yourself some space. If it starts to get a little bit feisty, you have to remember that other people don't like it when you change, all right? Because then they have to adjust the way that they deal with you. Or if you're like going, no, I want to be a bigger and better person. I have learned my lessons. I am, I am somebody that can evolve. Then you're forcing other people to evolve as well. So, not everybody likes that. So, so that Mars. Oh, actually, it's Mars in conjunct Jupiter. I'm sorry, but the south node, the moon is trying the south node. So we do get to do that offload. Oh, backtrack, calm down. I'm too rushed. Mars offloading to Jupiter. All right. So same thing though, because Jupiter in Cancer retrograde is that awareness of the old patterns that we have got from family. And, you know, exactly. You might be ready and willing and able to go, I see that pattern. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay. So it's an in conjunct. All right. So I wasn't exactly wrong. I just said the wrong thing, but it's still the same energy. All right. Time to pull your big girl or boy panties up and just get the fucking job done. All right. So we are doing that offload around 12 o'clock. All right. So that might be that awareness, exchange, uh, compromise, something like that. All right, well, that's at 12. At 1 o'clock, we've got the moon sextile Venus now in Pisces. All right, so that's lovely. So the moon is now in Capricorn. Again, let's get the job done. So the fact that, it's sextiling Venus in Pisces, again, work sometimes does require compassion, empathy, and compromise. So I feel like if you can, even though you've got a job to do, it's very Saturnian, we're slow, steady progress. There's this understanding of the process that you have to go through. So just allow that, give yourself some space, empathize, blah, blah, blah. So now Mercury was also conjunct the North Node this morning. All right. So again, with that, our minds and the North Node, the path we're going to. So even saying that, this is the same aspect that's going to happen on the 30th of March when Mercury goes direct from its retrograde. I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. Let's see who's here. Oh, good morning, Helen. Hello, Karen. How are you? Miss you so much. Saturn in Pisces, yes, absolutely. Last degree, thankfully. Actually, Saturn likes the 12th house. So does it like Pisces as well? Or is it just Saturn's a dry earth sign. Does it really like Pisces? I don't know. Might make it feel a bit muddy. Good morning, Sam. Hello, Karen. Ali, hello. How are you? And good morning, Elizabeth. So that's pretty much it, ladies. I am going to do a live tomorrow because I've missed out so many this week, and it's a very, very important day. So let's quickly draw a card because I do have to go. I've got to be at work at 8:45, so that's in 42 for 30 minutes, so I better be quick. All right, let's go. Oh, what card is perfect? What card is perfect? Ooh, the Chariot. I love it. I love it, guys. I absolutely love it. And I mean, obviously, we're all on a journey, and these are all what's the word? Sign markers on the way, on the journey. So like I'm thinking of there's one on the Great Western Highway, and it's in concrete, and it looks like ye old worldly, and it's like S17. And I just feel like this is one of those markers. This Mercury North Node conjunction we have today, that we're going to have again, that we're going to have it for a third time because Mercury is going to go back and then forward again. So don't feel like you need to be rushing the process. All right. I really do feel like, allowing these horses to stop and rest, because that's a compassionate and empathetic and, humane thing to do, is you don't need to flog the horse until it's dead. You can just take your time, knowing that there are going to be rest stops along the way. All right. It's just about getting that bag packed. It's about putting all your luggage in the vehicle. It's about just being prepared, maybe. All right. The journey is going to happen regardless. So how does that feel? How does that feel? All right. So that's pretty much it. Although there is just one last thing that I want to say that I've been noticing is that Pluto is going to is making an inconjunct to the South Node for a very long time. So I just feel like the fact that the Lord of Transformation and passing and compost, because I is he's in that position where he's like making this very long term offload. He's, this is, I don't know, again, this year is all about transition. It's all about change. The more I hear about the, like on the 17th, we have this eclipse and it's going to be amazing. All right. So wherever you are at in your stage and phase of life right now, have the bravery to just continue to declutter, to let things go, to allow yourself to be led. Just, it's such a, again, it's a journey. All right. So make sure that your horses are well hydrated. You have all the snacks that you need, plenty of water. And I just hope that you all are calm and centered and in good spaces because you deserve to be. So one last click of the button and then I've better hurry up. Ah, yes, happy Friday the 13th, Mikkel. Good morning, Robin. Oh, what time? Oh, tomorrow will be 8:30, Karen. Yeah, I've got the day off. So usually I'd be doing this shift tomorrow. So tomorrow at 8:30, I will see you ladies. I'll do a bit of a longer one, maybe do some cards. So, yeah, I hope everybody is fabulous. And yeah, much love to you all. See ya.